Good morning, my dear students. Our lesson today is lesson 2, which is step up to grade 6, compare and order integers. Compare and order integers. Today we are going to learn how to compare between any two integers. Let us remember what are the integers. I told you before in lesson number 1, the integers are 0 in the middle. On the right are the positive numbers, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. From 1 to infinity are called positive numbers. And on the left are the negative numbers, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and so on. From negative 1 to negative infinity, they are the negative numbers. This set's called integers. It's called integers. Today we are going to learn how to compare between two integers. First, you have to study this note. Our note is number 1. Number 1, any positive number. This sign plus VE means positive, plus VE means positive. Any positive number is greater than any negative number. So again, note number 1, any positive number greater than any negative number. Minus and VE means negative number. Again, any positive number more than any negative number. Like if you have 5 will be more than negative 2 because 5 is positive and the negative 2 is negative. So any positive number greater than any negative. Note number 2. 0 more than 0 more than any negative number. 0 is more than any negative number. For example, if you have 0 will be more than negative 100, no problem. 0 is more than any negative number. The next rule, any positive number is more than 0. Any positive number will more than 0, no problem. If you have, for example, positive number 5 will be more than 0. So any positive number is more than 0. Let's start our lesson with this exercise. Write the integers negative 7 and 4 and negative 2 and 5, order from least to greatest. From least to greatest. I need to start with the least number. The least number sure will be the negative. Here we have two negative numbers, which is negative 7 and negative 2. Which is smaller? In the negative, smaller is bigger in quantity. So the smaller is negative 7, not negative 2. In negative, in the negative, the smaller will be bigger and the bigger will be smaller. So here I need to order from least to greatest. Least means you have to start with the negative if you have negative numbers. Here we have negative 7 and the negative 2. We need to know which is smaller. The smaller is negative 7, not negative 2. In the negative is converse of the positive numbers. If this number is 7 and this number is 2, the bigger is 7 as usual. But this is negative, so negative 7 is the smaller. So I have to start with negative 7. After negative 7, yes. After negative 7, negative 2. So now we finished negative 7 and the negative 2. Now we have 4 and 5, which is smaller. It's normal numbers, positive numbers. The smaller is 4. After 4 is 5. So the order is negative 7, negative 2, 4, 5. Let's see another exercise. Here, use less than, more than, or equal to compare. 7 and the negative 12. 7 is positive. Negative 12 is negative, so positive is more than any negative. Negative 3 and the negative 9. You have to pay attention in negative. Which is bigger? The bigger is, yes, negative 3. In the negative, it will be the converse. The smaller is bigger. Bigger is the smaller. The next one, negative 8 and 0. As I told you before, 0 is more than any negative. So 0 is bigger. Here we have negative, negative, as I told you before, cancel them together, no problem. So it will be 2 and here negative 2. Which is bigger? Yes, the positive number, which is 2. The next one. Here, order the number from least to greatest. Order the number from least to greatest. From least to greatest. Let's start with the smallest number or the least number, which is negative. We have two negative, negative 6 and negative 7. Which is the smaller? Yes, the smaller is negative 7. After negative 7, negative 6. And the last one is 5. So the order is negative 7, negative 6, 5. The next one. Order from least to greatest. The least should be the negative. Here we have two negative numbers, negative 6 and the negative 2. Which is the smaller? Yes, the smaller is negative 6. After negative 6, negative 2. After negative 2, 8. So the order is negative 6, negative 2, negative 8. The next one. Here we have negative 21. Negative, negative 15, as I told you before, cancel the two negative together. It will be 15. And the last number is negative 12. How we can order from least to greatest? The smallest will be the negative. Here we have two negative numbers, negative 21 and negative 12, which is smaller. The smaller is negative 21. After negative 21, we have negative 12. And the last number is 15 or negative 15. As you want, you can write it like that. negative, negative 15. They are the both. The next one, number 11. Order from least to greatest. Least, you should to start with the negative number. Here we have negative 3 and the negative 19. Which is smaller? Yes, the smaller is negative 19. So start with negative 19. After that, negative 3. Now we still have 3 and 11. Which is the smaller? The smaller is 3, sure. 3, after 3, 11. The next one is negative 7 to the right or to the left of negative 2 on the number line. What does that tell you about their values? First, let's draw the number line. No problem. The number line, it's a line and we are going to write the numbers on it. Like that. 0 is the middle. Positive number on the right. 2, 3, 4, that's enough. Negative numbers on the left. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, and negative 7. He asked about negative 7 and the negative 2. Here, negative 7 and the negative 2. Is negative 7 to the right of negative 2? This is the right of negative 2. And this is the left of negative 2. So, no, it's on the left. Negative 7 to the left. To the left. So, negative 7 to the left of negative 2. So what does that tell you? That tells me that negative 7 is smaller than negative 2, or negative 2 greater than negative 7. They are the same. That is the meaning. The next one. Let's solve more exercise. Here, use comparing 5 and the negative 18. 5 is positive, so it will be more than any negative. Negative, negative, cancel them together. 7 and the 7 will be equal. 0 and the 9, 9 is bigger. 18 and the 9, 18 is bigger. Negative 19, negative 23. In negatives, the bigger is the smaller. So negative 19 will be bigger. 4 and the negative 6, which is bigger? 4, because 4 is positive. And any positive number more than any negative number. Negative 25, negative 32, negative 25 is bigger. Negative 1 and 3, 3 is bigger because 3 is positive. Order from least to greatest again. Least, you have to start with the negative. We have negative 1 and the negative 8. Which is the smaller? Yes, negative 8. After negative 8, negative 1. After that, 9 and the 11, which is smaller? Yes, 9. After that, 11. The next one, the least should be the negative. We have negative 21, negative 3, which is the smaller, negative 21. After negative 21, negative 3. Now we still have 19, 20, 12, which is the smaller. The smaller is 12. After 12, 19. The next one, from least to greatest. The least should be the negative. We have negative 10, negative 2, which is the smaller. Yes, negative 10. After negative 10, negative 2. After that, we still have 17, 14, 4. Sorry, we have already another negative number, which is negative 4. So you have to cancel negative 2. The smaller one is negative 10. After that, negative 4. After negative 4, negative 2. Now we finished all negative. We still have 17, 14, 4. Which is the smaller? Yes, the smaller is 4. After 4, 14. After 14, 17. The next one, which is the smaller number or the smallest number will be the negative. We have negative 4, negative 5, which is the smallest? Negative 5. Yes. After negative 5, negative 4. After negative 4, we still have 3, 6, 7, which is the smallest? 3. After 3, 6. After 6, 7. The next one, smallest, you have to start with the biggest, the negative number. We have negative 37 and the negative 3 only. Which is the smallest? Yes, negative 37. After negative 37, negative 3. Now we finish the negative. Let's move to the positive. We still have 15, 11, 8, 12. 15, 11, 8, 12. The smallest is 8. After 8, 11. After 11, 12. And the last number is 15. The next one, from least to greatest. Least, you have to start with the negative number. We have negative 21 and the negative 6. Which is the smallest one? The smallest one is negative 21. After that, negative 6. Now let's move to the positive numbers. We still have 57, 43, 7, 23. The smallest one is 7. After 7, we still have 57, 43, 23. Yes, 23. After 23, we have 57, 43. Yes, 43. And the last one is 57. The next exercise. Here we have a table like that. The lowest score wins. Scores can be compared to par, which is the number of strokes set for course. List the top 5 finishers in order first place to fifth place. Again, we need to order this table, these values in this table from first place to fifth place. So we need to order them from smallest to greatest, from smallest to greatest, from the least to greatest. The least should be the negative. We have negative, another negative, and another negative. Negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, which is the smallest? Yes, the smallest one is negative 4. After negative 4, we have negative 3. After negative 3, we have negative 2. Now move to the positive. We still have 6, 1, 4, 0. The smallest one is 0. And after that, 1. After 1, 4. After 4, 6. And you can write names instead of these numbers. Like negative 4 is Quincy. Negative 3 is Tom. Negative 2 is Madison, and so on. You can write the names, no problem. Here, which players' scores are opposites? Are opposites. Opposites means a number and its opposite, the same number but in a different sign. Like 5, negative 5, like 7 and the negative 7, they are opposite. Like 8 and the negative 8. Here, which pairs are opposite? Here we have negative 4 and 4. They are opposite. So we have Quincy and Emma because he asked about the players. Emma and Quincy. The next one. Which players score farther from 0 on a number line than Quincy score? Farther, يعني he need to get the greatest number. What is the greatest number here from 0? The greatest number is Jackson 6. Yes, this is the greatest number, the last one here. 6. So which player? It will be Jackson. Jackson. The next exercise. Number 29. Here, the variable on the number line represent integers. Order the variables, the letters here x, y, z, from least to greatest. The least one will be on the left. So the least one is x. After x, y, z. After that, y is the greatest one. So the order from least to greatest, x, z, y. Write a statement using great smaller to compare x and the opposite of y. X is negative 7, y is 4, but I need to compare between x and the opposite of y. So x is negative 7. What about the opposite of y? The opposite of y is negative 4 because y is 4. Its opposite is negative 4. Which is bigger, negative 7 or negative 4? Yes, negative 4 is bigger. Another exercise. Here we have every wrote her friend's game score in order from least to greatest. What did she write? Let's order these numbers from least to greatest. Least, you have to start with the negative. We have negative 4, negative 7, negative 9. Which is the smallest? The smallest one is negative 9. After negative 9, we finished at negative 7. Yes. After negative 7, negative 4. Now move to the positive numbers. We still have 6 and 10. The smallest is 6. And after that, 10. Negative 9, negative 7, negative 4, 6, and 10. The answer will be letter D. Which number state sentence is true? Negative 18 and negative 14. Is negative 18 more than? No. Negative 29, negative 27. Negative 27 more than negative 29? Yes. So mark it. 4 and the negative 4. Is negative 4 more than 4? No. Negative negative means cancel them. 5 and 7. Is 5 more than 7? No. So the answer only letter B. Now we finished our lesson. I hope you understood this lesson well. Don't forget your online assignment. Have a nice day. Thank you both.